Hello all of my little baby bunnies, and welcome back to Let's Play Ladykiller in a Bind. My name is Karen with Karinabob Gaming, and when we last left off, I made out with this cute hacker chick, and now we're talking about her server setup for the voting system. So that's cool. Let's get right back into it and see what else we need to learn. I'm guessing they're giving me the option to talk to her about this so that I can potentially get more information about how they're transferring the votes, which might help me in the long run. Maybe I can get more votes this way. So let's see what happens. Well, basically, we have all these phones that we gave everyone, right? There's no real reception on the Atlantic, so they have to specially connect to my network. Your phone might act a little bit differently when you're physically inside my room. I've set up a very short-range network for admin stuff, don't worry about it. I know you said security wasn't that big a deal, but I really wanted people's votes in the game to be really secure, just in case. I think it's worth the extra hassle. So, basically, everyone's phones are always authenticating the encryption. So the servers over there... She waved at the giant, slightly terrifying wall of computers she had set up. Don't catch fire during the high traffic stuff. I mean, I know the votes don't really matter, but we still want it to be a good system. It uses blockchain technology, so that's just like Bitcoin actually, except it's just for a worthless joke. So in other words, it's just like Bitcoin. Oh, that is a good joke. But it's secure, and therefore people will think it's important. I hope. There's been a lot of traffic. I think people are really taking the game seriously. Anyway, that's all. Ah, I see. Thank you for listening. If you didn't understand, I'm sorry, I can explain. I did not understand a fucking word she said, partially because of the computer nerd shit, but partially because it sounded like it was related to stuff you two had schemed. I understood a lot of it, but that's fine. It's nothing for you to worry about. Well, I wasn't worried about it at the time, which was clearly a huge fucking mistake. Oh no. No, that makes sense. Do you have any questions? Before she could call my bluff, I quickly changed the subject in the smoothest way I knew how. Just one. Want to make out? I really do, yes. I leaned in close, my lips brushing against hers, teasing her, putting the idea in her mind. Then I put my hand on her cheek. She was just so soft, so small, sitting in my lap, trembling a little, as if she were too nervous to make the first move. Well, what are you waiting for? Sorry. But before I could say anything stern, she kissed me, hesitating for a moment, before letting her hunger take over, kissing me again and again. So eager, so needy, her kisses just as small and soft as she was, melting in my arms. I took advantage of her passion, and while she was distracted kissing me, I slowly started to pull her sweater and shirt up. It wasn't until I slipped my hands underneath that she noticed, breaking off from her kisses. Eek! Is that okay? Yes, You're just what? Nervous? Hungry? Embarrassed? Then I started to gently run my fingers up her soft sides, and she squirmed suddenly, staring up at me in lustful distress. Only then did I realize what she wanted to say. You're sensitive, huh? Oh, she's ticklish. Yeah, me too. This is a trap, isn't it? If you say no, you're going to try to prove me wrong, but if I say yes, you're going to... I couldn't help but grin, interrupting her by tracing my finger oh so gently along her waist, tickling her just enough to disrupt her train of thought. You're going to just take advantage! Oh, dip! That's a boobie. She protested, but at the same time, the moment our lips started to brush together, she kissed me again and again, even as I could feel her small body shaking. Carefully, I continued to pull up her shirt, just enough so a single breast fell out with the slightest of bounces as she trembled. Then I broke off from the kiss, continuing to brush lips against hers. No, dear, this is taking advantage. Eek! Oh, all of these noises, and that's before I even... I pressed a single finger underneath her breast, then suddenly flicked it upwards, making it do that tiny little bounce again. Man, my character is a Domme like nobody's business. She likes control. Holy shit. Oh, all those noises, and that's even before I get my hands on you. In response, she made the same fretful whimper I wanted to hear from her. Then I grabbed her breast, gently squeezing. I could feel her lips trembling right against mine as she cried out. her nipple turning firm against, inside my palm, not against my palm, Jesus. Does anybody really say that? Kya! Ah, adorable. She started to pant slightly, and I loosened my grip. Is that too much? Should I stop? Oh, it's her boobie again! Suddenly she clung to me even tighter than before, resting her head against my chest as if she was scared to meet my eyes, still trembling as she spoke. I like your hands. Even when they're being cruel, they're just so soft and delicate and they feel so safe and wonderful. She squirmed more, pressing her soft, partially exposed body against me. So, please keep holding me like this as long as you like. Please. Her stammering, her squirming, her blushing, her body. I did my best to stay cool, to give her what she deserved, to try to be just as attractive to her as she was to me. You should be careful what you wish for. I put my free hand on her chin and she sighed softly, her eyes still closed. There's so much of you that I want. Then I started to grope her chest again. The moment she let one of those longing, pent-up noises of hers, I kissed her deeply. She was surprised and squirmed against me, but didn't let that stop her from kissing back with the same hunger she'd shown me ever since we first kissed. Okay, the writer is using the word hunger frequently in this scene, and it's maybe a little much, but that's fine. I'll let it slide. After a while, she stopped trembling, but still squirmed adorably every time I touched her bare skin. You're cute. She smiled at me, then she curled up against me, her head resting on my chest, and nuzzled at it a little bit. You're mine. Oh, damn. And that's it. We just made out and touched boobs for a while. Nice. End of day 1. Would I like to save my game? Hell yeah! Oh. Yeah. We'll do a new one. Yes, I would like to continue playing. Day 2. The morning of. The morning after. We went to bed early. Honestly, it was really weird for me. Waking up fairly early in the morning, no hangover, basically fully dressed, having spent the night with a girl without having sex. But maybe once in a while, a lazy evening cuddling wasn't such a bad thing. I mean, fuck, it's not like I wasn't turned on by her. I really, really was, but I was okay with taking it really slow. That's your definition of really slow? Not immediately having sex with someone you just met? Yes? I mean, like I get to know people after I've met them? Don't fucking act like I'm being weird here, man. That's totally normal. Or maybe you're just sex obsessed. Or maybe you're just a fucking Puritan, dude. I don't care. I'm not arguing this. The point is, it was a change of pace that I could handle. And waking up with her still cuddled up closely, her hands folded right against my chest, and head resting on my collarbone while she let out the softest of little snores. I couldn't even handle it, seeing her like that in my arms. I accidentally woke her up because I just had to squeeze her. That's how cute she was being. Good morning. Did you sleep well? Oh, did you sleep well? I'm supposed to have said that. Of course. I mean, I slept in the arms of my fuck face. How could I not? It was really nice. Then she just clung to me even closer, nuzzling me lightly as I stroked her hair. Imagining all the fun I was going to have with her, we cuddled for a while and kissed, just a little. Eventually we were disrupted by the boss knocking on the door to deliver a fresh set of clothes for me, which was good on account of having slept in pants and all. Then the hacker took a few moments in the bathroom, letting me get changed. Once she was out, she was bold enough to give me a kiss, but then immediately got embarrassed. Sorry. Why? Don't be silly. Okay. Anyways, I should check some things. She sat down at her giant, ridiculous computer setup, clicking a little bit, seeming satisfied as she looked at her set of charts. I don't know. I was more focused on looking at her than the computers. This is great. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and pause it here, because fuck. We're all out of time, and this was really interesting. I've never played a game that's relatively focused on sex and not actually had sex in my first sex scene. So that was really interesting and cool. It was relatively well written. Relatively. There were a few like minor things I probably would have changed, but overall, especially for a game, like, well done. I'm really into it, and the art's really good too. So I'm super into that. The music's great. I'm enjoying this so far. I still don't really have the whole social manipulation voting system shit on like, I don't know if I'm doing it right, but I'm learning. And hopefully I can be better at it. I don't know. But yeah, I'm gonna end it here just because I'm out of time. And it's a lot to take in. Thanks everybody for watching. As always, it's much appreciated. Make sure to check out my Facebook and Twitter. Like, comment, subscribe if you want to do those things. I'll see you guys in the next episode for Ladykiller in a Bind. Bye!